Yeah, Solid Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Lisaga. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Lisaga. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep. Go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. About to raise the bar, wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk, Modelo Lisaga. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar, we about to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk, Modelo Lisaga. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar, ayy. Wild card mar, wild card mar. I.O.W. late night sports. Wild card mar, wild card mar. I.O.W. late night sports. Wild card mar. Wild card mar. I.O.W. late night sports. Wild card mar. Wild card mar. I.O.W. late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mar. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar.
What's up? What's up? What's happening? What's up? Got that drink in my cup. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to another episode of I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition. It's episode 354. It's your boy Wild Card Mar in the building. Jersey boy MJ. He already texted me, let me know he was running a little bit late, but he'll be here soon. So no worries. Jersey boy MJ, can't wait for you to get here so we can chop it up, talk sports. Y'all know what we do. Tap in with us. Tap in with my guy 40, Silent Hill TDS. You know, that's my guy right there. Y'all tap in with him. You see his social media on his YouTube channel right there at the bottom. Came up with the dope intro for us. And always grateful for my brother. But hey, while you checking him out on YouTube, check us out, I.O.W. Sports Network on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, I.O.W. Sports 1 on the Twitter. You dig? And of course, you want to chop it up with me personally, Casey Welcome on the Twitter. But hey, man, let's get into it. Let's get into it because you know, me being a Chiefs fan, obviously, you know, I'm familiar with Washington Commanders' new offensive coordinator, Eric Bienemy. All right. And so I'm gonna touch on that. I'm gonna touch on that first, but you know, this situation is crazy. All right. And the reason why I say it's crazy is because you know, you're gonna get stories in training camp. You're gonna get you know, opinions and whatnot. And obviously, for those who follow the content, I'm a fan. I'm not an expert. This is my opinions on anything, especially when it comes to, you know, teams that I root for sure. I'm a sports lover, so I talk all kind of sports. That's the point of this platform for me. But here's what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna actually let Eric Bienemy kind of say his own piece, and Ron Rivera, he's gonna have his opinions as well, but I'm gonna have mine too, and I'm gonna be frank, I'm gonna be honest, and let's just kind of take a quick listen at what is being said.
Well, first of all, one thing I'm an open book, and I always invite players in. But also, too, as I've gone through this process, yes, I am intense. And I would be afraid, too, to start if I didn't know it. But on top of that, one thing they do appreciate is this. I'm always going to be upfront, and I'm always going to be honest. Just like I stated when I first got here, we all got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable, okay? There's some new demands and expectations that I expect. I expect us to be the team that we're supposed to be. It's not going to be easy, and everybody ain't going to like the process. But when it's all said and done with, my job is to make sure that we're doing it the right way. There's a way to do it. Now, do they understand that? Yes, because they're seeing the results. Will everybody buy in? I believe so. But if not, it's okay. Because you know what? My number one job is to help take these guys to another level, and I can see it.
Hey, that's from the horse's mouth himself, all right? That's from him. That's from Eric Bienemy. That is him setting the expectations. He has a job, and his job is to get this offense clicking. Now, say what you want about Eric Bienemy not getting head coaching jobs, say whatever. To me, it's irrelevant, because fact of the matter is he's been an offensive coordinator and a very, voice in that offensive room that has been to 5 straight AFC championship games, 3 Super Bowls, and won 2 of them. All right? We know who gets all the credit. The players, Patrick Mahomes. As a quarterback, he's going to get a lot of the praise. Andy Reid as a head coach is going to get some praise because he's a head coach. But guess what? It's still a team sport. Eric Bienemy is part of that, whether he's calling plays or not. He still has some responsibility to that team to make sure that whatever he brings to it is functioning right. He has responsibilities as an offensive coordinator, running back coach. At one point, he was in Kansas City. He has a job to do, a responsibility. And guess what? He helped with that winning part of Kansas City. He's coming from a culture in the last 5 years that is by far head above shoulders of any other team in the league. What other team has been to 5 straight AFC championship games or championship games in a row? What other team in the NFL has been to 3 Super Bowls in the last 5 years, winning 2? Name it. This is not me pumping my chest as a Chiefs fan. No, this is me, a fan of football, just being and laying out the facts. Eric Bienemy is part of that success for the Chiefs. He is. He has a new task in Washington. Hello, have y'all not been seeing the same Washington team the last few years? Ain't been the most glamorous on the offensive side. They got some players over there that I really like. I like Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry, I like that dude. A dog. He may be undersized compared to some wide receivers, but hey, I seen him literally win matchups off of pure effort. Fight. So you got something right there. Curtis Samuel, I'm still waiting for him to, come around, stay healthy in Washington. He was all right in Carolina. Johan Dotson, I like what they did, drafted him last year. He did well. New system, unfortunately, so that might kind of reset his football clock a little bit, as in, hey, man, it is going to be a different year because you're picking up a new offense. All right? The running backs, Gibson, Brian Robinson Jr. I think J.D. McKissick is still there. So you got some pieces on the offensive side. I've been tapped into Twitter. Commanders fans out there showing love to Sam Howell. I've been seeing your clips. Look like the guy can spin it. Even the beat writers who cover the Commanders have been throwing some praise out there on Twitter. So here's my thing. And this is me as a fan saying like, yo, wait, what are y'all mad for? You know what matters in football? Make sure your special teams is right. Make sure your offense is right. Make sure your defense is right. And make sure your coaching is right. Coaching is a big part of this whole NFL football game. And you got a coach that comes from championship pedigree, and he's trying to put you on game with his style. And I get it, you can't teach everybody everything the same way, but if they're crying about the intensity of it. Well, hello, y'all play football. I've never heard of football being played soft. I've always known that football to be an intense sport. So you're crying about the intensity of a practice, of a training camp. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Colin Cowherd is crazy. Sidebar. And I hate to get distracted, but Smitty, thank you. Because I cannot forget. I think it was a show either today or yesterday where they were naming quarterbacks drafted at a certain time period that won't win a Super Bowl, and they put Dwayne Haskins' name on it. I'm like, what? What are we doing? Did you not forget what happened to that young man, the unfortunate situation? Why would you even... Huh? Anyway, I thought that was crazy, Smitty. I don't know if you peeped that. I thought it was nuts. It just showed a lack of carelessness to me. That's all. And Colin said his name. He shouldn't even said his name. Hey, my thing is, hey man, leave that man alone. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too far into it. Maybe I'm not. But back to Washington. When you're talking about a situation where a guy is literally trying to put you on game, coming from a pedigree of winning in the last 5 years, in Washington, you ain't won shit. You ain't won shit.
What are we talking about?
What's going on, Omar? All in Buzz Sports Entertainment. Make sure y'all tap in with them. Bottom Line Sports. Great people over there. I'm just talking about how these players in Washington are being real, I don't want to say ungrateful, but they're kind of just being a little soft and not understanding what they have in the moment. They're saying Eric Bienemy, oh, he's too intense. And I'm thinking like, you come from a culture of not winning. Or nothing. What do you mean you're crying about intensity? Like how are you crying about intensity when he's trying to put you on game on what it takes to be a champion? He's trying to put and install in you championship thinking, championship working, championship mentality. He's trying to instill that into you, but you worried about the intensity? You know what I'm saying? It's just it's just a little you can't read too far into it. It's a lack of care for this show to put a dead man's name in a context where it shouldn't be. Yeah, that's my point. I'm glad we see it the same way, Smitty. Yeah, I agree. It can be an honest mistake, but I'm with you at the same time. There's no way that many people miss that. So you took the words right out of my mouth, Smitty. Great take.
I completely missed it. If it happens today, I did not hear or like see the Colin Cowherd comment.
Well, it wasn't necessarily a comment. It was just a lack of awareness, I should say, because we all know the unfortunate passing of Dwayne Haskins. And so they had a segment on the show where it was quarterbacks at a certain time frame are drafted in a certain time period. I can't remember what it was, 100% sure. So I got it somewhere on Twitter. I have to shoot it to you. And they mentioned Dwayne Haskins as it was about a quarterback's drafted at a certain time period that will never win a Super Bowl. And so that's how it was worded. And Colin, he referenced to Dwayne Haskins and they had his name on a graphic. And I just thought it was just, lack of awareness as in pretty much what Smitty said. That's exactly how I felt. Pretty much verbatim.
Yeah.
So it's like, you just gotta be, you just gotta be a little bit more aware of what you're saying in the context of the question that was. Yeah, there it is. He said QBs drafted since 2013 and named Zach Wilson, Mitchell Trubisky, Fields, and others like that, but also named Haskins. So that's pretty much what it was. Just oh my gosh, I wouldn't, maybe I should have put thought processes into, putting his name on a graphic and saying it. I'm hoping it's an honest mistake, but it can't that many people that work that show be like, should we mention that? Somebody had to. ain't that getting past 30 people. I'm having a hard time believing that, but I'm not trying to read too much in it. I won't. But end of the day, it's just nuts. It says DC franchise been soft and coddled since Snyder's crap started. That's right. Rivera has gotten such a long leash and isn't getting fired. My only kickback to that take is I think that he's definitely on the hot seat. Because if you kind of looked at how they hired Eric Bienemy and some of his verbiage on his contract, there's almost like some guarantees and some certain amount of money that he's going to get for being the offensive coordinator. And I'm willing to bet not a lot of offensive coordinators are getting that type of verbiage in their contract what Eric Bienemy gotten. I will say he's definitely on a shorter leash now, for sure. But I'm just, you can't, these players can't be crying about the intensity of a practice is going to make them better. That's just my thought process. Like, just remind me, MJ, has the Commanders been, one of those teams that you talked about on a regular basis? Like, oh man, these guys are good.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. And this goes to sport, man. Like, if you don't practice your craft, how are you going to get any better? If you can go out there and be lazy and just, run some drills and fuck around, like, that's not getting you better. I don't have a problem with the intensity being revved up a little bit. You're grown ass men. Like, come on, you can't fucking take it. You're young 20s, even to upper 20s into 30s. Like, you're in the league making millions, and you're trying to get it the easiest way, in my opinion, by trying to cop out of all this, physicality shit. Come on, man, it's football.
Well, and see that's what I'm having a hard time believing. Maybe it's a generational thing. I don't know. My thing is at the end of the day, when it comes to playing football, you can't play it soft. You can't play it pussyfooting around and piddly-palling. You can't.
You know what you're getting yourself into.
Well, MJ, that gets you hurt. Pussyfooting around playing football, like being all soft and timid. That gets you hurt.
No, I'm just saying, like, playing football, there's going to be injuries no matter how you know what you're getting yourself into one way or another.
Yeah. There's no way you can slice or dice it up. Injuries are part of football. By the time you get to week By the time you get to week 18, there's 18 weeks now. By the time you get to week 18, nobody's 100% healthy who's seeing significant playing time. You know what I'm saying?
Kicker. Maybe the kicker, because he, you know.
well, I mean, all jokes aside,
but guys that play on on the side of the ball, that those 11 on each side rotating in, they're hurting.
Yeah, nobody's 100% healthy going in after 18 weeks. So, look, we know the calendar. End of July, training camp. If your team's doing well, your season's not ending in February. Yeah, you're talking about almost a 7-8 month process. I get it. We're all aware of it.
But as the season starts, they have less practice. You know, they have those off days.
They go set in their CBA, bro. They're not doing 2-a-days no more.
Yep.
You know, with this CBA shit, there's a certain amount of limited padded practices. It's like, what are we crying about intensity of a training camp when the CBA that's been agreed upon has made it sure that you guys are doing less work? Like, for real.
And getting paid more.
Bro, none of these guys will never understand what a 2-a-day is.
Dude, they ran 3 days when I was in high school.
They would never know what a 2-a-day is.
They ran triples. I think it was like 3 days in a row, 2 days in a row, something like that. It was crazy.
Bro, you remember how it was? You would go to the morning practice where it was still, not too bad outside with the heat. Sunlight is still kind of peeking through, and you're getting a nice breeze. It ain't so hot yet. And then you would do like an hour and a half. Then you take almost like a 2 or 3 hour break. You and your boys go get something to eat, play the PlayStation a little bit, talk a little shit. Maybe if you was a true player, like your boy, you slide into something in between the practice. You know what I mean? And then you go to your other practice that's in the middle of the damn heat where the sun is blazing, cooking the back of your neck. For real. You feel like bacon in the oven. Everybody's sweating and musty as hell. But you got to get after it because it was about getting playing time. If you didn't do your job, you weren't getting playing time come Friday night. These cats don't know a damn thing about 2-a-days, bro. Like, come on.
I'm still laughing at like burning the back of your neck. And I could picture like the white is white. Getting burnt. Getting like fucking red burnt.
Hey, I'm talking about, bro, it's the process, it's the grind. You can't become a champion unless you put the grind in. You know why we grinding so hard over here at I.O.W. is because we want to be at a certain level that y'all come to us and ask us how we feel about sports topics. That's the level we trying to get at, but we got to grind for that shit. It ain't just going to be handed to us.
Correct.
These dudes want to be Super Bowl champions. It ain't going to be handed to you.
Gotta work.
He comes from championship material, MJ. He's trying to put you on game. You know how much further everybody's life would be if they actually listen to the OGs trying to put them on game from the jump? Bruh. Come on.
And that goes for like more ways than one.
More ways than one. You know how further your life would be if you would just stop thinking you know everything on how it's supposed to be done right? When you got people that's been to where you're trying to go? Like, come on, bro. This shit is beyond me. I'm not understanding why you dudes over here acting like this. Matter of fact, if what a coach that comes from a great pedigree of winning in the last 5 years in the NFL comes over and wants to coach with us, man, I'm buying in the minute he signs his contract, bro. Because I want to know how the hell you did it and you was part of it, because I want some of it. I don't know how he passes.
Soak in like what he's teaching you.
Man.
You know, listen to the man. But hey,
here's the crazy part, MJ. They didn't go to him directly. They went to Ron, the head coach. To me, that's the biggest kicker of it. Is like, wait, hold up. You can't.
Yeah, they scared. They were scared to go to him.
Hey man,
That's the only thing I could say. You know, they went above him. You know, because they didn't want to address him personally.
well,
It's a coward way to do it, but
he's intense. But
so
what? Trust me. Hey man, I grew up with intense, bro. It don't bother me, dog. It's just that I understand not everybody grew up with intense. Not everybody grew up with, you know, hey, it wasn't no gray area. It was black or white. And I don't mean that racially, so please nobody take that the wrong way. I'm talking about there was no gray area. It's right or it's wrong. It's this way or that way. That's how I grew up. And quite frankly, a lot of people around my age and up grew up that way. Yeah, Eric Bienemy. Eric Bienemy. Yes, you are correct, Smitty. So, hell, even go back to, you know, obviously me following the Chiefs. There's a lot of people that have already, they love Andy Reid. You know what they've always said? Yo, man, this training camp's intense, bro. Is it not working? I mean,
man, you know,
correct me if I'm wrong. It's not working.
And the thing is, like, they're not thinking about where he came from or like what he knows. Like, it's like they don't want to learn, they don't want to listen. They just want to do things their way, and they think that's the way that's going to be successful.
Yeah, their way hasn't been working.
No, it's.
Y'all remind me when the Washington Commanders or Redskins or whatever the hell football team you want to call them, remind me the last time that they've been putting up offensive numbers like the Chiefs have in the last 5 years. Just remind me, because maybe I must have missed that.
No, you didn't miss it.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure that I didn't miss it.
Nope.
So,
nope. Definitely not.
All right. I just want to make sure I wasn't crazy, MJ. That's all. I mean,
I don't even need to go double check it. I'm that confident.
I mean, so it's like, I don't know, man. To me, it's wild, and I think the Commanders can be. I think their offense could take a huge step forward with Eric Bienemy as their OC. And like I said, I've been seeing on the Twitter, man, Sam Howell. Hey, man, he ain't been looking like no scrub, man. Look like, you know, he's been putting the football where it needs to be. Obviously, I get it. It's practice. It's training camp. Every team's media team is going to cherry pick their shit, you know, certain clips to get out. I get it. I know.
No, they wouldn't do that.
No, they would never dare, right?
No.
Wait.
They're showing you all the honest truth, you know. Yeah, this play happened, but so did this other one that you didn't show. So
I know, right?
Like Dak's 3 interceptions today, was it?
Nah, it's just wild, man. I'm just but no, man, I saw that match, man, and I was like, wait, what are we doing? And I'm like, yo, these cats is really getting mad and so upset that point to that point that you can't even talk to the man straight up. Because at the end of the day, you know, I think it's that unspoken rule that, you know, in man code, like, yo, bro, if I feel some type of way, man, I should be able to step to you and we should be able to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? To me, I just think that's unwritten, you know, bro code. And it's just, if you feel some type of way about whether the next man is doing something, like, you should be able to just, hey, bro, hey, man, let me holler at you real quick. It ain't no crazy shit. I just want to, like, yo, some of the things that you've been doing makes me feel this way, and I'm just trying to, you know, understand, comprehend. You should be able to talk that out.
The way I see it also, and not Andy Reid, Ron Rivera oversees, you know, the entire team, correct?
Correct.
So he sees the way Bienemy is running the offense, correct?
Correct.
He watches how did you say they worded it? The physicality or the intensity.
Intensity.
He sees the intensity that is being brought and instilled. Correct. So, if he doesn't have a problem with it, who are you to even speak up about it? That's the head coach right there. The head coach knows what's going on. It's not like this shit's happening behind closed doors.
Hey, man.
You get what I'm saying? Like, the players don't have a leg to stand on this one. Like, you just bitching out, man. You ain't manning up. You crying about practice. Not a game. Not a game.
Practice.
Man.
I love it, man.
Dude's just wild, man. I don't get it. I really don't.
But we'll stay in there we go, Smitty. We talking about practice.
Yep.
So I'm gonna throw some numbers out real quick. All right. I'm just gonna throw some numbers out and I'm just gonna kind of start painting a picture of our next topic for you guys. So there's the average NFL franchise was worth $5.14 billion as of last season. All right. The average. All right. Average NFL franchise worth in the NFL, $5.14 billion. All right. And the reason why I bring that up is because, me being the sports fan that I am and having this platform, it's all opinion based. So this is my thought process. Jerry Jones wants to win a Super Bowl. He wants to. I don't think he feels like he need to. And before Cowboys fans, y'all try to jump down my back, jump in my DMs and get all mad and up and puff your chest and shit. Just relax. This is not a diss. This is just an observation from a sports fan. And the reason why I say that is because if Jerry Jones was serious about wanting a Super Bowl, there would be some changes, some great changes to this team to make sure he gets that. And yes, I'm talking about your quarterback and your head coach. Both of them. Mike McCarthy's kind of shaky, in my opinion. Questionable play calling, if you ask me. Questionable play calling. Now he's going to be calling the plays this year. So if you ask me, I think Jerry Jones should have Mike McCarthy on the hot seat. All right. And this is not a diss to Dak. And I know y'all heard the comparison, Cowboys fans. Yes, I think Dak and Kirk Cousins are very, I think they're on the same level. And that means to me, I think they're good quarterbacks. They're going to win you some games, throw up some numbers. But we're still waiting for them to be the reason why you won a championship. To me, Dak has...
That's a good point.
To me, Dak has less excuses than Kirk because you've been surrounded by great offensive talent a lot of times. And we cannot forget about how good your defense is. So to me, the only excuse now is you just didn't get the job done. And more times than not, we're going to have a handful of play calls for Mike McCarthy at the end of the season. That's going to put you on in a bad situation. I'm guaranteed it.
Yeah.
So those are pretty much the only two excuses I got for Dak. There's some excuses I got from Kirk, but I can come up with more excuses for Kirk than I can for Dak. That's all I'm saying. But
here's the crazy part, bro. If you think about this, Mike McCarthy's going to be calling the plays into Dak, all right? What does Dak do if he wants to call an audible? Is he going to be scared?
Well, that's the thing. I don't even know if they're going to give him that freedom to make that change.
That's what I'm saying, man. This could really, really blow up. Really blow up.
So, I mean, but you look at this franchise for the Cowboys, and you're like, yo, what are we waiting for? Y'all should be there. Y'all can't get past the second round. And this is why I'm saying, and this is my whole thought process of saying Jerry Jones wants a Super Bowl but doesn't need it. Because if he really wanted a Super Bowl, to me, those are two positions automatically that you would have, hey man, I wouldn't have paid Dak all that money if I, wanted to really go get a Super Bowl. I would have found the best quarterback option I could have gotten is when it was time to pay him. I would have moved on. Me personally,
I could second that myself, but
if I wanted a better play caller and head coach, I would have made moves. I wouldn't even hired you, Mike McCarthy. What's happening? Double check.
Up, Jay?
So I'm gonna get to the point on why I feel that he wants one and doesn't need one is because, and that's why I threw out the value of the average NFL franchise. And because look how much money or the value of the Dallas Cowboys. $9.2 billion. It's
just imagine what he could sell it for, like right now.
Oh, he would get a.
You know what I'm saying? So he ain't in no rush to to sell that team or do anything. He's just fucking. I don't know what he's doing. Like.
Well,
do you really want to win?
But that's what I'm saying, because listen to this. The Cowboys revenue for a single season is $1 billion. Did you hear what I said? His revenue for one season is $1 billion. This is why I'm saying he wants the championship. He doesn't need it because he's doing something with his NFL franchise that is eclipsing a lot of franchises around the world. You know what his franchise is doing? He's not just being dominant in North American sports. His value of the Cowboys is at the top around the world. So what? He's not getting Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl, but they ain't making money like him, baby. Name another franchise in the NFL that is making money. You can't. They're not making money like Jerry Jones and the Cowboys. He is a business guy. Yeah, he may say he won a Super Bowl, but guess what? You know what matters to him most? Is how that bottom damn line look. And his is looking damn good.
That and his fucking ego.
But the bottom line is his money in his pockets is looking damn good. And he's more proud of the fact that he took this franchise, bought it for peanuts, got a dynasty out of it. And guess what? 30 something odd plus years, little to no playoff success, no Super Bowl victories. He may say he cared, but he keep looking at that dollar amount of his franchise keep going up. He ain't giving two shits whether there's a Lombardi coming there.
Not even a conference championship game appearance.
MJ, if you're making $1 billion a year, do you really give a damn if you won the Super Bowl or not?
Obviously not.
But that's why I'm coming to this theory. There's no way he cares about wanting a Super Bowl or absolutely needing a Super Bowl, I should say. He wants one. He just the way of how he's operating the team is not showing me that he absolutely, needs this last Super Bowl because, and not to be morbid, we got to be real about his age. Father Time wins. Father Time is undefeated. All you Cowboys fans be like, oh man, he got to get one before he. before the Lord come a calling. I'm thinking about it like Jerry Jones is.
It's.
I'm gonna count this paper till the Lord come a calling. God damn it!
And not for nothing. He's got championships already. So it's not like he bought this team and never won a championship. If you was like Woody Johnson, you know what I mean, somebody like that, or the owner of the Bills, you know, teams that never won shit. You know, then you can see something. But in this case, not he's got his titles.
Just indulge me though, MJ. What is more gratifying to you? You take a franchise, build it up, get a dynasty out of it, and so what? You ain't had that much playoff or championship success in the last 32 years. But what you have done is create far, all the way far generational wealth. I'm talking about his kids can eat off what he has done with the Cowboys. Which one is more gratifying to you?
But then the flip side of it, he cares more about making money than winning in the NFL.
Well, he also knows his fan base isn't going nowhere.
I understand that too, but I'm just saying, like, he don't, you know, as an owner, I would think your whole goal is to win.
Of course.
Somewhere along the line, like you do want to win, you know, and he got his, you know, early on, but it's been, you know, almost 30 years.
Yeah.
Almost 30 years, and you've got little to no success in those years. You're a 500 team if you look at their like overall record, like, or just above 500.
See, but that's my point, MJ, because if he absolutely feels like he needs to go get a Super Bowl before the Lord come a calling, you would make the necessary changes to make sure that you can put yourself in a great position to go get it. You keep bumping the same ceiling, the same glass ceiling. You keep bumping it every year, year after year, year after year, year after year. You can't keep rewrapping dog shit and think that it's going to be something different. It's still dog shit.
Yep.
So you can't keep doing the same thing over and over, especially in regards of quarterback and coaching, and thinking it's going to break through. All of a sudden, no, break through, no. Because we can't say the Cowboys ain't talented, because anybody that says that is not watching the product and is a buffoon. They got the talent.
They just can't put it together.
But in the NFL, the key things that matter most to make sure you get to that point of Super Bowl is coaching and quarterback. Those are the two most important things that get you there.
Yep.
Those are two most important things that only get you there, but get you in a conversation on a regular basis and actually puts trophies in a trophies case. It's the coaching and the quarterback. So that's why I'm like, hey, man, there's no way he absolutely feels like it's necessity to get one for the Lord can call it. Because if that's so, then it's a hot seat for two motherfuckers that down there in Arlington, Texas. Or whatever the hell y'all play at, Dallas. Y'all
they play Arlington.
Yeah.
Which is probably like a suburb of them, but still.
But still, yeah. Wait, come on.
Your stadium is not in Dallas. And just like my Giants, your stadium is not in New York. So,
hey man, I know one thing. I know when anything that I'm doing is grossing $1 billion a year. Hey, y'all jokers can have the trophies all you want. Because if that's my mindset and that what matters more to me, then I'm gonna feel that way. See me, I'm a joker that I want the championships. Because I feel once you get the championships, the money come. And I ain't worried about the money. But Jerry has done something as an owner that literally no other owner in the NFL can say they've done. No other owner in the NBA, Major League Baseball. And
back that up.
$1 billion a year, bro.
Dude, back it up. What George Steinbrenner did and how much money he made that franchise.
Oh,
bro. That's what I'm saying. Like
Big George. Okay, I would never do you on Big George. Big George.
I'm talking about old man.
No, I'm talking about right now.
No, right now, no.
I'm talking about right now. Ain't no other owner can sit there and say they are doing the same thing that Jerry Jones is doing. And when it comes to making money with his franchise, not even close. So if he really, really desperately needed one more Super Bowl, then we'll see next year. Because I'm telling you, I have this gut feeling, MJ, if they get stuck at the second round again this year, you really think that they gonna stay? You really think Dak and McCarthy gonna stay? I'm
surprised McCarthy's still there to begin with. The signing was it never fit right from the door. They had a couple of good regular seasons, but they underperformed, most of the time. And then they choked, come playoff time.
Jason, what's crazy is that Jerry Jones could probably make close to $2 billion if they will win the chip or even get close to it. I mean, I would, honestly, you wouldn't be wrong, Jay, because the fact of the matter is that Cowboys always lead the league in merchandise selling. They always lead the league in anything that it comes to it, anything related to Cowboys or certain teams, ticket sales, jerseys, memorabilia, damn it, name it. If it got a Cowboys logo, it's going to get bought more than any other team in the NFL. The money says it. We ain't talking about units. We're talking about the money. The money says it. And he's been dominating the NFL for years. This ain't nothing new. See, this is the thing. This ain't nothing new. This man's been grossing crazy money with this franchise for years. So to me, if he really wanted to get that chip, he would have made sure of it a long time ago. But he's winning.
The only other owner I could even maybe put in that category is Robert Kraft.
Right now?
Well, not. I mean, the last couple of years is tailed off. Like you said, Dallas is every year making that money. But Patriots were making making bank with Tom Brady.
You know why I can rock with you on that? Because here's why. When it comes to these CBA negotiation deals, TV deals, and finances that needs to get talked about and voted upon in the NFL, two owners whose voices carry a lot of damn weight.
There's actually four.
Well, right now, I'm talking about right now. There's two voices that carry a lot of damn weight. Jerry Jones and Robert Kraft. I'm talking about within the last 20 years, for sure. Is Robert Kraft and Jerry Jones. Those two names carry a lot of damn weight and can sway some shit either way when it comes down to voting. So I can give you that Robert Kraft. Hey, when you making the money and you helping, because they all revenue share.
Yep.
But if you're at the top, hey man, some people ain't gonna recognize this reference. All right. So when you a good earner, all right, when you a good earner, there's some stuff and some leeway that comes with you, And so when you earning so much, and your crew's earning that much money, and you the captain of that crew, your voice matters when it comes to those voting parts about everybody when they got their own opinions, and they're like, hey, you. Hey man, you sit your little broke ass down. You ain't bringing in money like that, Phil.
You said it right with the captain.
Hey man, I know you a capo, but you ain't big capo over here, all right? Mm-hmm. So you pipe down there. You bring it in money, but
I am one of the dons.
Hey, you ain't big capo, bro. Hey, there's levels to capo, bro. Is there not?
There's complete levels to this shit.
It's complete levels. Jerry Jones and Kraft at the top. So there's gonna be some swaying that they can do. Come on, here's one of the here's one thing that backs up what I say. When the Raiders was trying to get to Vegas, who did they go to make sure they helped get that joint approved? And when the Jerry Jones, when the franchise was trying to get back in LA, and these is all facts. I can go check these up. When Stan Kroenke needed somebody to back him up to say, "Hey man, we need a franchise in LA, and I want to take the Rams there." Guess who he called? They called that man down in Arlington. They called Jerry Jones. And Jerry Jones said, "All right, guys, we love money, don't we? Well, we got to get that franchise in Los Angeles." That's who they call. So let's, hey, man, if he wanted the Super Bowl, he would have got one a long time ago. That's just my theory. Y'all can poo-poo on me all you want, Cowboys fans. I don't care. I can take it. It's just my opinion. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Oh, MJ, I saw some big news in the MLB today, bro. And I think it might change up some things. It might actually give you hope. And just hear me out on this. So you saw that the Rays lost their ace.
Yep. McClanahan.
So, and the reason why I say it matters is because Baltimore has a 2-game lead on them. Toronto 7 games back. 11.5 back. Red Sox 12 games back. I know you ain't been feeling hot about your boys lately, but this is what I'm saying. When you see an injury like that and you see how close your division is, that's all I'm saying, man. There ain't nothing wrong with having a little optimism, don't you think?
Oh man, it's been a tough season being a Yankee fan. I always have optimism. Like I ride or die with the Yankees until the season's over. Like that baseball runs the show here. You know, they got to put together like a good run to get back into this thing for real. Because they're just like kind of hanging around, sitting back. Bro, like if you're gonna be a playoff team, you need to get a shot in your ass and make a charge. You can't be going out and splitting series or losing to the White Sox the way they did last night. Shit like that cannot be happening. You need to go out and run. And I just told somebody this the other day, like 11 out of 13 wins. I mean something to jolt them to get back into it.
Yeah.
Because playing 500 ball right now, that ain't getting you nowhere.
No. I'll be honest with you, MJ. It's I know Boone's not a favorite manager by you Yankees fans, not by a lot of you guys. Some care, some can't stand him, some want him gone right now. I get it. I mean, but what I saw last night when he stuck up for your boy, hey, matter of fact, he's been doing it all season. He's leading the league in ejections, right? So he's trying to stick up for y'all. So he's trying to make sure that, hey man, stop playing iffy with the damn strike zone on my boys. So he's trying to rock with y'all. So I can at least
if you watched the game last night, that umpire was and not saying he didn't make calls for Chicago also, but he was absolutely terrible. Oh, he was horrible, bro. Like as a baseball fan, if you watched that game and you didn't give a shit who won the game, you would have been like, God damn, this umpire fucking sucks. And what took Boone so long to come out, I don't know. He should have done it earlier because it wasn't like the first or second time. It was happening the entire game. So I mean, I like it. I don't have a problem with Boone because I know how the organization is run. Mm-hmm. He is one of their yes men. He does not make the lineup.
That's a fair point.
The analytics team and Cashman, whoever it is, they make the lineup and hand him the card. Okay, so he has to play what he's dealt.
And that's pretty much been his role the whole time he's been there.
Correct.
Just,
and then at the end of the day, when guys go down and you have no depth, what is he supposed to do? That's the team that you built for him.
Yeah.
If you don't have anything in the minors, and like guys you want to call up, because there is a few guys I think they should bring up right about now, because you ain't got nothing to lose. You need a fucking shot in the arm. But if you don't have that depth, and Yankees have an aging team at certain spots, they're going to get hurt. So if you don't have nobody to replace them, how's that Boone's fault? He's not the one that assembles the team. He just he has to play with what he has.
Well, and this is why I bring up the Rays injury to their ace, is because you look at your schedule for the rest of August. Obviously, you got one more game with the White Sox. Okay, you got the Marlins, who've been kind of taking a step back, and their record-wise are about the same record as the Yankees. So that's a 3-game set. You got the Braves in a 3-game set. Now the Braves,
it's in Florida and it's in Atlanta.
Yeah, but the Braves kind of been cooling off, and like Jay said, Acuna got beamed by a 97-mile-per-hour pitch. So yeah, ouch. So who knows what the significance of that injury, if it's something just a day or two, or if it's long term. But regardless, it's still a good team. I know you got the Red Sox, always a good rivalry right there.
Who they just absolutely cannot beat this year.
Yeah, and that surprises me that you guys kind of been struggling with your rival this year. But regardless, they're still about the same record as you guys, so that's a toss-up. You got the Nationals. They're way under 500. And then you got the Rays. So then, who knows how that injury plays a part in that series. Then you got the Tigers in a 3-game set, way under 500. So let's go to September. You got 27 games.
But Lamar, those are the teams they've been struggling with. The teams that you think they should beat, or look better than on paper, they're not capitalizing.
I hear you. And that's one thing that you have to correct when you have this. To me, when your division is so close, because every team in the AL East is above 500. So just imagine if any of these teams can go on a nice little clip to end this regular season. You can flip this division upside down real quick, and if things really fall your way. But they got to put the work in, because I'm with you. You can't lose to Detroit, Washington, Kansas City, Oakland, Colorado. You can't be losing to these Mets. Can't be losing to these bums who won't reach the playoffs. Probably more than ever won't even sniff 70 wins. And you're above 500, and that's been with an Aaron Judge missing some time. And so, hey, you get the time. Yeah, you get the 7-1 victory tonight. Hey man, all I'm saying is I'm just trying to gauge your optimism, because if when you see a big injury like that happens at the top of the division, hey man, that might be a little glimmer of hope to say, hey man, come on, let's put it together, because then you can close that gap. I mean, you got pretty much all of August left. You're only at 8 days into August? Yeah, we're 8 days into August.
Nine where I live.
Yeah, well, yeah, 9 where you live. I mean, you got almost 23 to 22 days left in the month. Then you got a whole month of September. Hey, man, I've seen
couple games into October too, I think.
I've seen crazier shit happen in baseball, bro.
Listen, I wasn't alive, so you can't even fucking throw a dig at me for it.
Hey, me? What you mean?
I'm just gonna put that out there. But I believe it was 1978. Yankees were 14 and a half games back.
Oh, you sure you weren't there?
I'm positive. 100. 100. I was not alive. I was not even thought of at that time. No, sir. I wasn't even created like. No,
you right.
Nope.
No. Mel was there.
Oh yeah, Mel was there fucking live. He was chilling, bro. He had front row seats, man.
Hey.
He's like, yo, what up? Detroit Mel in the house.
Hey, I don't even know if they had Baby Bajorans back in the day, but Nick was probably sitting there too. He's on somebody's chest too with his old ass. Nah, man, let me stop.
I think that was the year Nick was born, I think.
but I mean, that's all.
He was alive for it. He was alive for it because it's his birthday.
I'm just saying, man, there's a good chance. I'm not counting him out.
I don't either.
But what I'm saying is that the fact that you guys have stayed above 500 with all this in and out of injury lineup riddled season that you guys had, including to your most important player, man, that's why we said last week. To me, this is why the trade deadline was important for y'all, and y'all missed the opportunity because y'all gonna need more than Garrett Cole, man. I
don't think they missed an opportunity. I think asking price on some of these guys that they were interested in
was ridiculous. Probably
was too much.
Yeah,
it was too much, and that's who they're gonna roll with. We're not going to give up our top talent for a rental, somebody that's really not going to impact, because you need more than one guy to really impact that team. One trade for one guy wasn't gonna move the needle too much.
Oh,
and I don't give a fuck who the player is. It wouldn't move it much.
Hey,
they have a couple pieces in that lineup that need to be replaced. A couple. So it's not just, all right, I'll bring in a left fielder who can mash. Okay. What about third base? Volpe, I think he's going to be a great player, but a lot of bumps and bruises as a rookie.
That happens. It happens as a rookie.
Which I fully expected. Fully expected. Anthony Rizzo. My man went 2 months without a home run as your first baseman.
Any word on when he's coming back? Any word when he's coming back?
No.
Huh. Well, damn. So
center field. Bader missed time. Obviously, Judge missed time. Stant missed time. Donaldson gone. Rizzo missed time. Your all-star catcher from last year, Trevino, he's out for the season. That's a lot of moving parts in and out.
True.
And to survive, that's basically what I call it, survival mode at that point.
Yeah.
And then
all I'm saying is possible, and that's just being an optimist person that I am, and just seeing that when you see one of your guys or another team ahead of you in division standings, and you're not too far from them, and they're having a big loss of their own, and obviously we don't wish no harm on nobody in athletics, in sports. It's just we know that injuries are part of sports. It was just a big one for the Rays to lose.
Maybe you don't wish injuries on me.
Nah, you don't wish it. Nah, you stop that.
Dude, I'm not saying their life. I'm just saying an injury. Absolutely.
That is their life sometimes, man. Come on, man. Nah.
Dude, when you hear a dude fucking blow his elbow out, every team that happens, it's always these dudes that throw the ball so goddamn hard. Well, not even that. It's the torque of the elbow and shit like that. But it's
they're all throwing 100, pretty much all 100 miles per hour, just about all of them, for the most part. So
every team deals with it almost every year.
Yeah.
So it's not just this ain't the first time.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be the last.
Nah. Not when it comes to injuries in sports. It ain't.
But no intent, they'll pluck somebody from the goddamn minors and he'll come in and dude will go down. He'll pitch like 9-1 with an ERA of 1.67 over the last 2 months of the season or some shit. So it's what they do, man. They churn out fucking players left and right.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I just wanted to gauge your optimist level and see where you were at after you saw that injury to your boy down there in Tampa Bay. So I was just curious. That's all.
It doesn't really move the needle for me because the Yankees, even if Tampa Bay loses, the Yankees got to win.
True.
So it don't matter what Tampa does. If you don't get the job done, it don't matter who's ahead of you, what they're doing.
Facts. I hear you.
Until they really go on a run and show me they could be a playoff team. It's kind of hard to sit there and say like,
I mean, gotta take care of business. At the end of the day, you're 100% right. Gotta take care of business.
Yeah, you don't take care of business, can't blame nobody but yourself.
Nah. That's how you if you worry about what's going on with other folks, it always takes away from the business that you gotta handle. So hey, I hear you, man. Man. So man, we're gonna shut the doors down on this thing tonight, man. Man, great show, man. I'm glad he was able to come in because I definitely wanted to get your thoughts and opinions on that and some other things and see if if the boy wild card was just being crazy about Jerry Jones. I don't know. Maybe I am kind of off the wall a little bit, but hey, man, it is what it is. But y'all know how it is, man. Tap in with us, I.O.W Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, where all the content is at. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, let you know every time we drop new content. I.O.W Sports 1 on the Twitter. You want to chop it up with us personally? KC Wildcard Mar on the Twitter. Where can they find you at, Jersey Boy?
You can find me at Jersey Boy MJ at Twitter, and that's Jersey with a Z.
Yes, sir. And man, we gonna keep this this thing rolling, and we gonna tap in with y'all tomorrow. Hey man, I did a great show with Dan. He's a Vikings fan today. Some I.O.W Sports content. We're doing divisions, and so we're gonna do the AFC South on Thursday. It won't start at our normal time. It'll be sometime Thursday night. Double J is going to be there. He's going to represent his Tennessee Titans. I got a Indianapolis Colts guy already. I had already asked to come. He said he'd be there. So y'all check him. Sports After Dark with their content they got going on. See Lou. And I'm trying to get Jaguars and Texans fans. So if y'all know anybody that does Jaguars or Texans content, man, I've been going through the internet like crazy trying to get people. But holler at me, all right? Because we gonna keep this getting y'all hype for football going, man. We doing divisions every week, doing 2 of them, leading up to end of August. So hey, but until then, welcome on Jersey Boy MJ. Dope show tonight. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Sir.
Yes, y'all. It's your boy Wildcard Mar here, and I'm excited, folks. I hope you are, because football is back, baby. Yes, it is. And what better way to celebrate football being back by joining the I.O.W Sports Football Pick'em League? It gives you an opportunity as football fans to test your football knowledge if you can pick the winners of each game for 18 straight weeks. But please believe, it's going to be some stiff competition out there because we've done this for the last 3 years. Of course, you're looking at the inaugural winner, Melvin Wall from Man Down Sports, our year 2 winner. You see him rocking the championship belt. And then, of course, I.O.W Sports' very own Jersey Boy MJ won the Pick'em League last year. He walked away with the championship belt, bragging rights, but most importantly, $200 cash. We going to up that pot this year, y'all. Get a chance to win $300 cash, the championship belt, and bragging rights. So in order to join the Football Pick'em League, here's how you do it. You must pay an entry fee of $10. Send it to either PayPal, Zelle, or Cash App. give us your email, and in return, we will give you the link to join the group league. And after that, it's up to you. Y'all think you know how to pick NFL games for 18 straight weeks? You want the bragging rights? You want the championship belt? You want the $300 cash? Join the league. September 7th will be here in no time, so you don't want to wait too long. You don't want to hesitate at a chance of winning some cash, a championship belt, and bragging rights. Until then, keep enjoying all this I.O.W. sports content on I.O.W. Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Wildcard Mar.